What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Diesel Dog Garage. As you can see, lovely day here in Southern Illinois. Perfect day to get some work done on the 454 SS. A couple things going on here. I got a replacement hose for this rig-a-ma-job I got going on here, high flow. As you can see, kinked as can be, just basically keeping it from leaking. I got the stock hose that runs there and bends down into your nipple there. I also got some trash I picked up on the side of the road. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with that. And more parts that came in. I got front shocks for the lowering kit we are going to be performing on this. As you guys have heard in the past, I've said if your truck sits for a while, starts collecting junk. I literally have a fan sitting back here, a hat, iPhone accessories. I don't know how that got back there. Truck magazine. I mean, I don't even know how this stuff. Trash bags. It's ridiculous. Now, the reason this thing has been sitting here for a couple weeks now collecting trash in the bed is because I've had a little bit of an issue arise. The idle air control motor has fallen completely out while I was driving uptown. It's been rigged in the past with JB Weld and a little screw there. So we're gonna fix it the proper way by re-drilling that hole, putting a better screw in there and a better quality JB Weld, probably, maybe. I don't know what we're gonna do with this thing. I gotta get the throttle body off regardless, and we'll just go from there. So let's start tearing some stuff apart here. So if you remember, or have you seen my last video where I installed the factory SS wheels on this thing, I'm missing a couple lug caps, and I was going to order all brand new ones, but I found this on the side of the road down the road from work and thought maybe a couple of these might work off this newer model GMC hubcap here. So I'm going to go ahead and take a couple of these out of here, and if I can get them out. There goes one. They got to be about the same. I mean, if anything, will work for now. You see what we're working with here, so you can see they're black. I mean, it's a little bit different shade, but I could spray paint that no problem. We're gonna throw her in here and I'll be goddamn. It's about a perfect freaking match. One man's junk, another man's treasure. I guess we'll just go ahead and tackle this kinked hose first. Uh-oh. A little bit of a weird angle here on this one. Typically, you'll want to drain your coolant out before performing this repair. So, you know, definitely not going to do that. This was supposed to be like a very temporary fix. So, you know, went ahead and left her on there for about a year. And there it goes. Here, let's get this on here. Right quick like that. Come on. And let's get that on there at least to stop the bleeding. Cauterize the wound. There we go. Ooh, nothing like the smell of antifreeze all over my garage. There's actually not a whole lot to these TBI setups here. I'm kind of a fan, even though they're not producing a ton of power. They're pretty reliable for what they are. And I mean, this being a 454, it's pretty doggish. These things only have like 230 horsepower, but they're torque monsters. But I always thought the small block, the 350s, they're pretty snappy with these TBIs on here. So I went ahead and cleared my workbench here, and we got the old TBI set up on here. These things are pretty easy, guys. You just got your connectors for your fuel injectors, a couple connectors over here, supply and return fuel lines, 3 bolts. You got your shift or your throttle cables over here, and she comes right off there. This is what happened last time I took my idle air control off to try to clean it when I first bought it, just for good maintenance, and both bolts broke off. I had to drill one out over here because that had the most meat around it. This one's pretty thin. It scared me, so I had it held in there with 1 bolt on the bottom there, JB weld on the top. Super rigged up, it worked until it didn't. So I'm just gonna have to try to get the other one drilled out and see if we can't get this thing secured in here again. Well, she's definitely a rig-a-ma-job here, but self-tapper in here, that one's doing all the work right now. We got another little screw right here. That one's just there for moral support, basically. It's snug in there, but she's tight, a lot tighter than it was. I think she'll work. And wouldn't you know, the sun came out. So I'm gonna throw this little doodad back on the truck here. I'm gonna reuse the gasket because it's fairly new and looks pretty good. Nothing came off on the bottom end here, so yeah, we'll throw her on, hook her up, and we might even be able to get this thing outside today. Well guys, we got the throttle body all hooked up. I'm gonna go ahead and crank on her and give her some juice, see what she does. If she goes wrong, and we know that our idle air control is not operating properly, so yeah, let's fire her up. You guys, 1 wheel peel, 1 tire fire. What the hell's up with that? I think in our next video, we're gonna have to take the cover off the rear end and see what's going on in there, because as far as I know, it should have a limited slip rear end in this thing. It's the 14 bolt rear end. Should have came with limited slip from the factory. Anyways, that's going to do it for me today. I'm glad I got a few things out of the way on this thing. Next couple videos, we're going to be lowering it and I guess dropping in the grease out of the rear end and see what we got going on in there, because we're going to have to address that. Hit that subscribe button, follow along. Got some more content coming on this thing. Patch panels, I mean, we're just going to keep plucking away. I'm just going to keep making videos when I have time, because I work a full-time job, have a family, do this stuff on the side. Just gonna have to find time, because I want to take this thing to car shows, and I can't take it to car shows with a rust hole in the friggin' cab corner. So we're gonna get her going. See you guys in the next video.